Hey, Sarah, just checking in. Traffic's terrible today.
Are you on your way home?
About that. I'm really sorry. Looks like I'll be late again tonight.
Again? This is becoming a pattern, Jack.
I wanted to get home early, but my boss caught me outside the pub near work, and he told me to join him for drinks. I really meant to come home early today, I swear.
I've been organizing the nursery all afternoon by myself.
I can help tomorrow.
Do you realize tomorrow is my due date? I've been feeling anxious all day.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess I'm just too easy to rope into these things. The team really wanted me to join them.
Remember when we first found out I was pregnant? You promised you'd be there every step of the way.
I know. Things just got busy at work.
I've been organizing the nursery alone all afternoon. My back is killing me and I'm getting pains.
I meant to help with that last weekend.
And the weekend before that, and the one before that too. You've been coming home late all month.
Work's been crazy.
You left me to set up the nursery alone, and you can't even say no to drinks the day before my due date? Don't you think that's a bit much?
The guys at work would think it's weird if I didn't join them.
Weird to prioritize your pregnant wife?
It's not like that. I'm sorry. I promise I'll turn down everything once the baby's born.
Like all your other promises?
I mean it this time. Plus, I figure if I play nice now, it'll be easier to take paternity leave and leave on time later.
Are you actually planning to take paternity leave?
Oh, that was just a figure of speech. You know how things are at work.
Here we go again. Always making empty promises. Remember when you said you'd come to all my prenatal appointments?
That was different. We had that big project. Everyone at the office was busy back then.
And the birthing classes you missed?
But the busy period will be over soon, I swear. Once the baby's born, I'll be there 100% to support you.
It's not about supporting me. It's about doing this together. We're supposed to be partners.
Right. My bad. You're absolutely right. Support was the wrong word. We're in this together.
That's what you said at our last anniversary dinner, remember? Right before you missed my mom's birthday because of work stuff.
That was different.
You're already drinking, aren't you? I could tell by how you're typing.
You know me too well, babe. That's what I love about you. So perceptive. Always know what I'm thinking.
Just like I knew you'd forget to pick up the diapers I asked you to buy yesterday.
They were out of the brand you wanted to buy.
All 3 stores were out?
I'll get them tomorrow. Promise.
You always have the perfect response, don't you? Always know exactly what to say.
That's not true. I'm gonna be a proper dad. You'll see.
Just like you were going to be the proper birthing partner?
I've been to most of the important appointments.
You missed the ultrasound where we found out it was a boy.
I watched the video you sent.
It's not the same, Jack. You know it's not the same. Do you remember what the doctor said about my blood pressure?
Of course, something about monitoring it.
You know, if you'd been at the appointment like you promised...
I'll do better, I swear.
Just make sure you come home early tomorrow. Though it's just a due date, so who knows if anything will happen. The pains I'm getting now might turn out to be nothing.
Sure thing. If anything happens, I'll ditch everyone and come running. Cross my heart. I'll arrive at the hospital like the hero in an action movie. That's a promise.
Like all your other promises?
Come on, give me some credit. I'm trying.
Trying would be being home right now, helping me prepare.
The guys really needed me today. Work stuff, you know?
Right. Work stuff. At the pub.
You make it sound so bad.
Remember our wedding vows, for better or worse?
Of course I do!
This is the worst part, Jack, and you're at the pub.
Huh? What's wrong?
Wait, my water just broke.
What? Now? Are you sure?
No, I'm not making it up for fun. Yes, I'm sure.
But I just ordered another round.
And I'm having contractions. They're getting stronger.
Can you time them? Maybe it's not time yet.
I've been timing them. I told you. I've been in pain this entire time. The last one was just 4 minutes ago.
Hold on. What should I do? Should I come home?
Yes, right now. I can't believe you're even asking.
Let me just finish this drink.
I'm in labor, Jack.
I'll try my best. Within an hour? I just need to settle the tab.
What? You said you'd be coming. You're at the pub near work, right? That's close to home. It's literally a 15-minute walk.
The guys will think it's weird if I just run out.
Her baby is coming and you're worried about what the guys will think?
It's not that simple.
It is that simple. I'm having your child.
Maybe we should call the doctor first.
I already did, while you were ordering another round. Whatever. I'm calling a taxi and going to the hospital myself. Don't bother coming if it's such an inconvenience.
Oh, okay. Text me. Which hospital?
The same one we've been discussing for months!
Right, that one. Sorry, head's a bit fuzzy.
I can't believe this is happening. The contractions are getting worse.
Maybe it's just false labor.
My water broke. This is real. I'm scared and you're at the pub.
Don't be dramatic. The first baby usually takes hours.
I've been reading about this for months. Where were you when we discussed all of this?
Probably at work.
You mean at the pub? Whatever, the taxi's here. Don't bother coming.
Wait, should I bring anything?
Like what? Another round of drinks? I'm at the hospital, in case you care.
Still at pub. Boss bought another round. We'll head over soon.
My mom's here. At least someone cares.
Tell her thanks for coming.
Seriously, that's your response?
What do you want me to say?
I want you to be here.
Finally leaving pub. Still in labor?
I'm about to give birth to your child, and that's what you ask?
Should I grab food on the way?
Don't bother. Just stay where you are.
Your mom's still there?
Yes, and my sister, and your mother, who's mortified by your behavior.
Mom's there? Why didn't you say so?
Why didn't you come when I told you I was in labor? Your son was born an hour ago. Thanks for asking.
Sorry, got bit lost on the way to hospital. Tomorrow okay to visit?
Lost? On the way to the hospital I've been going to for 9 months?
Streets look different at night.
You mean when you're drunk? Jack, you're coming to the hospital today, right?
About that. Work is really busy.
Really? You've only visited once since I gave birth, and that was just for 10 minutes. You can't be serious.
That's not fair. I stayed for at least 15 minutes.
Oh, my mistake. 15 whole minutes to meet your newborn son.
Sorry, things are hectic at work. Big project due soon and all. I can't make it.
You mean the one you were celebrating finishing at the pub the other day?
No, a different one came up suddenly.
Your mother asked about you. I didn't know what to say.
Tell her I'm working hard.
She saw your Instagram story from the pub.
Oh.
Maybe I should just go back to my parents' house. If you're this busy, I'm worried about raising the baby alone.
You wouldn't be alone. I'd be there, sometimes.
Sometimes? That's your promise to your newborn son?
You know what I mean.
Actually, I don't. Please explain.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Probably easier for everyone if you go to your parents' house.
It's not like you'll be able to come home on time anyway, right?
Yeah, I've got a lot going on. Probably best if you have help.
Remember when we talked about parenting before I got pregnant?
Sort of.
You said you'd never be like your dad, always working, never home.
This is different.
How? You're never home either. I'm still recovering from giving birth, and I won't be able to handle the housework. It'll be hard on you too.
You're right, I hadn't thought about that. You did just give birth. Yeah, staying at your parents' is probably best. I don't want to be a burden, and I can visit you and the baby there.
Really? Will you really come after and visit after work on the weekends?
Of course, whenever I can.
That's what you said about the hospital visits.
This is different. He's my son.
Who you've seen once in the past few days since he's been born?
Work is just crazy right now.
The nurses asked if you were deployed overseas.
What did you tell them?
That you were at the pub. Alright, I'll go to my mom's then. At least she's excited about her grandson.
Yeah, do that. Tell her thanks.
She cried when she held him, you know.
That's nice.
You would have seen it if you were there. Anyway, the nurse says we can go home tomorrow. I've already called my mom.
Perfect timing. Have to work late tomorrow anyway.
Of course you do.
Don't start.
Start what? Noticing patterns?
I'm trying my best here.
Your best looks a lot like not trying at all.
Don't say that.
More importantly, what should we name the baby? I thought we could go decide together today.
I'll think about some boy names. We can discuss it later.
You haven't thought about it at all? We've had 9 months.
No, I have. I've just been busy with work.
Too busy to think about your son's name?
No, I have. I just couldn't think of anything good. What about you?
Since he's a spring baby, I was thinking something refreshing like Ethan or Oliver.
Those are good. Let's go with one of those. Whatever you want.
Really? Those are just names I came up with. Are you sure you don't have any input?
Totally fine. Actually, I was thinking of similar names too. I just couldn't decide on the spelling.
Right. Are you just saying that to sound good again?
Come on, no way. I genuinely like your choices. Pick whichever you prefer. Either way, he's gonna be handsome like his dad.
That's what I'm worried about. Turning out to be a smooth talker like you.
Hey, I'm working hard for you and our son, and this is the thanks I get?
Working hard at a pub, maybe.
That's not fair. I have to maintain work relationships.
Like with that new intern you mentioned, Lisa?
What about her?
Your mom says she saw you having lunch with her.
I was just mentoring. We're being totally professional.
Sorry. I do appreciate everything. I'll send the name options to our parents for their opinion.
Is that really necessary? Can't we just decide?
Of course it is. Both our parents helped so much during the pregnancy, and they've all contributed so much up until now. They're excited about their grandchild. We should keep them involved.
You're always so proper about everything. You're such a perfectionist.
That's because your mom and mine have always been so good to me. We need to show them our appreciation.
Fine, whatever makes you happy, just pick one.
Don't you care about what our son will be called?
Of course I do. I trust your judgment, that's all.
Like you trusted my judgment about the pub the other day?
Can we not start that again?
Start what? The truth?
You're always so dramatic nowadays.
Pregnancy hormones, right. That's your excuse for everything. Anyway, do you think that you could come to the hospital tomorrow? I know you're busy, but it would be great if you could help me get back home. I'll move to my parents' place when I'm feeling up to taking the trip there.
I don't know. No, I think I'll be too busy.
Why?
I've got work, and then I've got to tidy up the room, and I was thinking I could make the baby's cot.
What? You haven't made the cot yet? You said you were getting started on it when we were messaging the other day.
Something came up, and I couldn't finish it off. I promise that I'll get it done by the time you get here, so can you get your mom to help you on your way home?
All right. Then I'm leaving the tidying to you.
It's no problem. I'm sorry that I couldn't visit you more while you were in the hospital. I really do feel bad about that.
It's okay. I can't blame you if you got work. But I wish that you cut down on going to the pub a little more. Once we start living with the baby, I'm planning on teaching you everything you should know about child raising, so you better prepare yourself.
Yeah! Hey, Sarah, just finished work.
Oh, good for you.
You know, since the baby was born, I look forward to coming home every day. It makes me work harder, too. Having a family is amazing. I'm so happy.
Jack.
What's up? Need me to pick up anything on the way?
A woman visited today. She was holding your baby.
What? What? Who? I don't know anyone like that. What do you mean, my...
She says it's your child.
No way! What kind of joke is this? I don't understand. She must be some crazy person.
I wish it was a joke. You were having an affair, and even had a baby with her. She showed me everything. What's wrong with you?
Everything? What do you mean, everything?
Your messages, your photos, the ultrasound appointments you went to with her?
That's not true. I don't know her. She must be some crazy person who saw how happy we are and got jealous and made all that stuff up.
How would she see our happiness? Amy and I have no connection at all.
Neither do I. This must be some mistake. Just ignore her. That baby can't be mine. I swear she's not my baby.
She? I never said the baby was a girl. How did you know that?
Wait. I can explain if you just listen. Give me a second. Sarah, you're freaking me out. I'm just surprised by all of this.
I'm listening. Please explain how you knew it was a girl.
Maybe you mentioned it earlier?
No, I didn't. And you know what? I'm not just taking her word for it. Amy showed me everything. All your texts, photos, videos. She got pregnant around the same time I did.
Sarah, please.
You saw her at the hospital the night you were out drinking, and she gave birth that night while I was still getting set up at the hospital.
I can explain.
Explain what? How you weren't really out drinking and you were faking being drunk? That you were so happy when you managed to trick me into thinking that you were really out drinking.
That's not...
Her baby was born just 1 day apart from ours. That's why you were late to the hospital. You were at her delivery. You were with her every step of the way.
Please, wait, let me explain. Listen to me.
The timestamps on the messages don't lie. You were texting her while texting me that you had been caught by your manager outside the pub.
It's not what you think.
Really? Because I think you told her, don't worry, I'll be there soon, while I was waiting for you at home, and when I was scared that my contractions were starting.
Those messages are out of context.
What's the right context for abandoning your wife in labor?
I was confused.
I can't forgive this.
It's a misunderstanding. Please listen, I'm coming home now.
No, stay away. I've seen enough.
But our son needs me.
Like Amy's daughter needed you?
Well...
There's nothing to discuss. Trying to hide it even after being caught is inexcusable. Prioritizing your mistress over me is unforgivable. You'll face the consequences for this, Jack. I've already consulted a lawyer and both our families.
You told our families?
They deserve to know why the grandson's father wasn't at the hospital.
Please, look at my side. There's a reason.
A reason for maintaining 2 relationships? For having 2 babies.
I was trapped.
Trapped? Did someone force you to sleep with Amy? No reason can justify this. The fault is yours. I'm not at fault, so I don't need to consider your pleas.
It just happened.
Things just don't happen for 9 months straight.
You don't understand how it happened.
The messages make it pretty clear how it happened. Should I read them back to you?
No, please don't.
Can't wait to see you tonight, beautiful. That was the night of our baby shower.
Stop.
Miss you already. Sent right after my ultrasound appointment.
Those were mistakes.
We'll be together properly soon. Sent the day before I gave birth.
I was stupid. I was foolish. But please listen. I'll do anything. Please don't just take Amy's word for it.
I have your credit card statements. Dinner for 2 at that new French place?
That was a work dinner.
The jewelry store receipt?
I can explain.
The weekend trip to the beach.
Business conference.
I already know the situation. I don't need to hear your excuses.
No, please, hear me out, Sarah. You don't understand. Please, I'll get on my knees if I have to. I'll do anything.
Like you did with Amy when she told you she was pregnant.
She showed you that too?
Everything, Jack. The promises, the plans, the apartment you looked at together.
Those weren't serious. Please wait. I don't want a divorce. We can work this out.
Work out what? Your 2 families?
I'll end things with her completely.
And abandon your daughter.
She's not even...
Not even what? Not even yours? The DNA test says otherwise. I think you've already heard from my lawyer, but we're meeting on Saturday to talk about the divorce. Once I saw the results of that test, I knew that there was no other choice for us.
Look, Amy was just a fling. It didn't mean anything. I don't want a divorce, please.
You don't even have a choice in the matter. She clearly wasn't just anything. You have a child with her.
That wasn't supposed to happen.
Like the matching bracelets weren't supposed to happen?
What?
The ones you bought last Christmas. She showed me hers.
I didn't know it would turn out like this. It was supposed to be casual.
Is that supposed to make it better?
I'm sorry. The baby wasn't planned. I asked her not to keep it. She said she didn't want to keep it either, but had it anyway.
You're absolutely despicable. Divorce is the only option left for us.
Please wait. I never meant to have a child. We met through a dating app. It wasn't supposed to be serious.
So you were on dating apps while we were married?
It was before that. Well, mostly before.
Mostly?
I mean,
Your last date with her was 3 days ago.
that wasn't a date. I was explaining things.
Over champagne.
How did you...
She kept all the receipts, every single one.
Wait, you don't know that I was with her?
Just excuses. You're not sorry at all.
But I'm a victim too. She's a lying manipulator. We agreed it was just casual.
Your wedding ring was casual too? You took it off for her?
That was...
She has pictures of every date, every gift, every lie.
She's lying to you. We were never serious about each other. She knows that. She agreed to keep it casual too. She's doing this to break us up. It's on purpose.
You're a liar, Jack.
What? But before you got pregnant, you were always busy with work. I was lonely, always coming home to an empty house.
I was completing my master's degree like we discussed before getting married.
And during your pregnancy, you were always sick and didn't pay attention to me.
I had severe morning sickness. I was hospitalized twice.
So I just wanted some fun. I know it was wrong, but it's not entirely my fault.
There you go again, blaming everyone else. The affair is my fault, getting caught is Amy's fault. You are playing the victim like some tragic hero. Don't be ridiculous.
But I really love you, Sarah. I was planning to end it with her as soon as you got pregnant, but she threatened to tell you everything. She trapped me into this relationship. I was prioritizing her to protect you. I did my best to break up with her before you gave birth.
Is that why you bought her a baby car last month?
That was for the baby.
Which baby, Jack? Yours with her? Even though you didn't build the cot for Ethan. More excuses. I can't take this anymore. I never want to see your face or hear your pathetic excuses again.
Please, wait. I live only for you and Ethan from now on. I'll never betray you again. Please forgive me just this once.
While you were texting Amy where I was?
What do you mean?
I was at prenatal checkups, alone, sitting up at the nursery, alone, going through morning sickness, alone.
I had to work. I promise that I'll do better. Just give me another chance. You can't leave me. I need you. I need Ethan.
There you go again, only thinking about yourself. What about Amy's daughter? You say you only live for me and Ethan. Are you abandoning them?
I never meant to have a baby with her.
But you did, and now she exists.
Can't we just forget about them?
Forget about your daughter? What kind of person are you? You have an obligation to pay child support for her too. You want to use our household money to pay for your affair?
Well, that...
What about your promises to Amy, the college fund you started?
How did you...
Bank statements, Jack. She kept everything. This is impossible. If you really cared about me and Ethan, you'd respect my feelings, apologize properly, promise to pay damages and child support every month as your responsibility, and disappear from our lives.
But how am I supposed to live?
See, you're only still thinking about yourself.
I'm so sorry. I'm trash. I'm scum. I'm the worst. But please don't throw me away.
Now you're sorry, after getting caught.
I mean it this time.
Like you meant it when you promised Amy you'd leave me?
She showed you those messages too?
Even this conversation is pointless. I'm disgusted. Don't worry about Ethan. I'll raise him properly.
Sarah, I'm truly sorry. I was wrong. I'll never have an affair again. You can put a GPS tracker on me. I'll even live on a $5 a day allowance. It's too harsh not to forgive one mistake. This kind of thing happens in marriages.
One mistake? You maintained 2 relationships for months.
I was confused. I didn't know what to do.
Confused about which hospital to go to first?
That was different.
Different how? Different like the matching phone cases you bought?
You know about those?
I know everything, Jack. Everything.
Ethan's just a baby. It's cruel for his parents to divorce.
More cruel than having a father who lies constantly.
I can change.
Like you changed after Amy confronted you the first time?
Besides, I didn't think Amy would keep the baby.
So you just assumed she'd have an abortion?
We discussed it.
You mean you demanded it?
I don't even like her, honestly.
Your anniversary card to her says otherwise.
You saw that?
She kept everything, Jack. How many times do I have to tell you?
I don't want to pay child support. She decided to have the baby on her own. She should deal with the baby on her own, too.
After you promised to leave me for her.
Those messages were just...
Just what? Just lies like everything else?
I'm not lying now. I mean, when I saw the baby, it wasn't even cute. Ethan is way cuter.
Is that all you have to say?
Do you finally understand? Look, I'm not the only one at fault here.
Stop it. What do you think life is? No matter the situation, the child is innocent. How can you say such things?
But...
I'm sharing these messages with Amy and both our families. I have screenshots of everything. You're showing no remorse and trying to avoid responsibility. You're probably ready to dump Amy and her baby too.
No, please don't. You can't do that.
Why not? Are you finally ashamed of your own words?
That's not fair. I was just venting.
Just like you were, just having fun with Amy.
You're twisting everything.
I'm literally quoting your messages.
I didn't mean it like that.
Then how did you mean it? Explain to me how you meant to insult an innocent baby.
I was angry. People say things they don't mean when they're angry.
Like when you told Amy you'd leave me after the baby was born?
I'll change, I promise. No, I'm sorry. I spoke without thinking. I know I need to think about her child, too. I truly regret everything.
Which part? The affairs are getting caught.
I'll change my ways. I'll take responsibility for Amy's child, too. Please don't tell our parents and Amy about this.
Too late. Already sent.
You're ruining my life.
No, you did that yourself.
Sarah, please, my parents aren't speaking to me.
Your mother called me crying. She's devastated.
Amy's threatening to sue for more child support. Can't we work something out?
The lawyers will handle everything.
I miss Ethan.
Should have thought about that before you made another family with another woman.
The lawyer says I need to pay damages?
Yes, to all of us.
But how will I afford 2 child support payments and damages?
Not my problem.
Can we reduce the amounts?
Talk to your lawyer.
I lost my job. The debt collectors came to the office.
Your father told me. He's mortified.
They found out about everything.
Office gossip travels fast.
I'm looking for night work, construction during the day.
Good. You'll need it for the payments. The divorce papers are ready.
Please reconsider.
No.
For Ethan's sake.
Especially for Ethan's sake. The lawyers will contact you about the settlement.
I can barely afford food.
Should have thought about that before starting a family with another woman.
I miss you both so much.
Goodbye, Jack.